Viewer discretion advised.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm Daniel Rodriguez, and welcome to my spoiler review for It. It's directed by Andy Muschieff. I totally butchered the name, Mashtiff, something like that. And it stars Bill Skarsgård and that kid from Stranger Things, Mike, and then a bunch of other amazing kid actors. And a few other adult actors as well. Mostly we're focusing on the kids here because they're the stars of this film. So, spoilers. Make sure you have seen the movie It. Go see it. If you want to hear my quick review, I will put a link at the end of the video and in the description if I remember down below. So if you want to go see, I recommend, for those who haven't seen It, watch my quick review. If you guys have time, and then here for people who have seen it. This is the Winners Club, okay? It's the Winners Club. People who have seen it get to be here. If you haven't seen it, get the fuck out. You're a loser. Go to the Losers Club. This is the winning club, okay? This is the people who saw the film. So get the fuck out if you haven't seen the film. I appreciate it, and I love you, but come back. Thank you. So It, holy shit, man, it's finally released after 10, 20 fucking years, and it hasn't been that long, but, and excuse me for my language as well, we're just gonna let loose because it's a spoiler review. We're gonna get a little loosey-goosey, I'm gonna get a little freaky, because it's 4 in the morning, and whatever. Man, it's a really good film. There are great moments in here, and it's an experience. I wouldn't say it's a spiritual experience. There are definitely films that leave you rocking and goosebumps at the end of a film. This wasn't that type of film. There were great moments, and it went from a great film to a good film to a great film just to a good film. But that's fine. Bill Skarsgård as Pennywise. We're going to get into everything of the film and the big plot points and blah, 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 blah. But I just want to run down real quick. Bill Skarsgård, he's awesome as Pennywise. He was a great choice. I love the makeup. I love the way he carries himself. He is creepy. Very petty vibe sometimes. Definitely near the end when he's holding the kid who stutters. Him. I honestly, I've seen the film, and I still don't. I only know Richie, and I don't know. I don't know the kids' names, honestly. I know I'm pretty bad. I remember things, but I don't remember the kids' names. I know Beverly, because she's the only girl in the film. She's cute. She's cute. I can't say. All I can say is she's cute. She's 15, and I'm of an older age, so I can't say anything because people get butthurt. So. She's cute. That's it. Other than that, I don't remember the kid. There's the black kid. There was the stuttering kid. There was the asthma kid. The fat kid. I know his feelings, definitely for sure. Getting turned down. Jesus Christ. By his age, he has a better love life than I've ever had. So, good job, kid. Good job. The main strongest point about this film was the Losers Club. The chemistry and the acting by these kid actors is amazing. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying like give them an Oscar or something like that, but I'm saying I was so entertained and they were relatable. They were fun kids. They may be losers, but I don't care. I would want to be part of that group. They are so welcoming and cool, and I don't see them as losers, man. I think they're kids I'd hang out with because I was one of them. So, honestly, the kid actors did an awesome job. I think the casting director, whoever casted them, really give a hand out to them. And Bill Skarsgård. I think all around the casting was great in this film. Things going on, and we'll get to the opening scene with Georgie getting his arm ripped off. I love the callbacks. We'll get to Georgie in a second. The callbacks. My favorite Pennywise scene, and I have a few Pennywise scenes that I love. but I really, really, really enjoy the whole when he ends up. It's in the middle at that crack house, and I think he ends up jumping up on the casket. I think that it was that scene, and he's like, "Beep beep, Richie." And as you know, Tim Curry back in the day in the 1990s did, "Beep beep, Richie," and then he's like, "Beep beep, Richie." I love that. I just right there. I was like, yes, very good, very good. You got that down, and it's a nice callback and nostalgia to that. Especially the scenes that they duplicated and made it better, kind of a reimagining the stone fight, the whole Georgie scene. Hello, George. I can't do it now. I used to do it, and now on camera I can't do it. Hi, Georgie. Oh, aren't you gonna say hello? Hi, Georgie. Pennywise, meet Georgie. Georgie, meet Pennywise. Anyway, man, that scene there, honestly, I knew his arm was going to get ripped off, so that wasn't something that I was like, oh my god. A lot of the CGI stuff, and it has to be done like that with the whole mouth opening, and I'm really sad that we didn't get really into the lore of Pennywise as much in this film as how much are you going to dive deep into the next film of them as adults? How much can you really dive deep into of his mythology? So honestly, I felt like they could have maybe done a little bit more. I think Pennywise could have definitely talked a little bit more in a sense. And I think I think people are going to be on both sides. No, he shouldn't talk that much. It's way more scarier. But I really think that's. I love the whole when he's holding the kids and he's like, woo, woo, and he's doing the sad face and everything. That's perfect. And you didn't think I was scary. And just that was all great. Those are the scenes I want to rewatch again. But it seems like when the kid, the bully with the flame, the hairspray and the lighter, and those scenes and all that, I didn't like care really for those scenes with those Pennywise scenes, because he's just jumping all over the place. Honestly, I felt some scenes weren't that scary. Could have been done way better. They could have been scary if they would have been done a different way. I felt like that didn't represent Pennywise so good in certain scenes, but then again, I'm not the director or writer. And the way they did it is it's still a good film. It has great moments, and it's definitely a film that I plan on watching again. So the Georgie scene, you feel the love, the brotherly love, and the chemistry between those two actors there, and the wax. And I was thinking, how the hell is that boat going to end up floating? They're going to put wax on it. So that was something I didn't know. And again, Skarsgård's fantastic. The whole thing with Georgie, it's unsettling. The first time I saw it, when I saw Annabelle Creation and they showed the sneak peek, it was very pervy. I got a pedophile vibe off him, and that's great. I love that. I like that it's the creepy pedophile vibe. Because and I don't think it caused much controversy at all, but movies that cause controversy, people are going to go see it. That's how you sell a movie. You create controversy so people see the film. It's a very simple thing. So I like how that was really giving the vibe off and ripping the kid's arm off. And I know my friend ended up saying, like, I don't know how they got past, like, NC and the ratings. Like, he ripped a kid's arm off. And to me, really, it's like, kids get blown up all the time in real life and their arms, so it's not a big deal. It's a film. His arm got ripped off. Boo-hoo. It's a film. It's not real. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like a 5-month-old getting his arm ripped off. He was a 5-year-old or something, so it's not a huge deal. But still, it was definitely intense, and the blood and the whole mouth opening, I think it definitely, again, it was with their reimagining and today of an update. It was really, really cool. Definitely, for sure, Beverly and her love with the fat kid and the stuttering kid. I'm sorry again, I don't know their names. I'm bad at this. But yeah, the fat kid and the stuttering kid. It's kind of now, holy crap, who's gonna end up getting the girls? Is it gonna be a Stand By Me thing? Like the fat kid's gonna end up being a muscle guy when they come back? Is he still gonna be fat? I mean, what's gonna happen? Like, who's gonna get the girl? Just anybody get the girl? Because one person kissed in person. The fat guy kissed her, and then I thought it was kind of cheesy that he ended up kissing her. It was just a cliche thing, like, "Hey, wake up, wake up!" Oh, and then she was like, "Oh, thank you. I'm back to normal." And I was just thinking, like, that wasn't climactic. Oh, that wasn't that climactic. I feel like the ending where they're just hitting him, it definitely. I'm glad they didn't do the same old thing, because they'll probably do it when they're adults. But that he wasn't like a huge monster and stuff like that. He was transforming to other things. Their fear, that was good. But I just felt like, again, it wasn't super anticlimactic of what it could have been. I just felt like it could have been something more bigger, in a sense. So with that, I didn't like the ending of Pennywise in a sense where he's going to come back for the sequel, obviously, but he was like, fear. And then he ended up falling down or exploding or disappearing. I didn't like that. I really was like, really? That's the way you're going to... That's it? I know he's coming back, but I mean, come on. Like, that's the way you're going to end... Okay, that's it. Next 10 minutes is the kids. And then it's like, okay, Pennywise gone. Oh well. And the whole, I get the whole trust thing, and I know there's lovers of the 1990s film, or series, or mini-film. I know there's a lot of that. But again, this is not it. This is 2017. This is an updated version. This is a newer take on it. It's not a full-on copy and paste. So there are differences. There were nods. There were nostalgia scenes that were updated. But this is a whole different film entirely in a sort of sense. The blood scene was really cool. There are a lot of great shots. The cinematography in here is really, really, really good. It's one of the better horror films out of the year. I still like Annabelle Creation. I was scared during Annabelle Creation. I wasn't scared during this, and that's just me. So take it as it is, or take it as you will. Beep Richie. So I like the whole him scaring the kids. I liked when he came out of the refrigerator and he had the asthma kid and he was and he was just messing around, and then all of them came and the guy was like, follow him, and all of that. The whole bully thing as well. He killed his father, this Hemsworth looking motherfucker, Chris Hemsworth guy. Pretty sure he could be Chris Hemsworth's little brother, Liam Hemsworth's little brother. I don't know, the whole bully thing, it's kind of like, okay, he went crazy and his mind was corrupt, but... So did he kill the other two bullies? Did he kill the cat? What about the kids who floated down? I know, I guess they're dead and their souls are at rest, but what happens then? Are their bodies recovered? Do police investigate? What happens now? You don't... Like, and this isn't simple stuff of like, oh, we're just going to leave it to your mind. Like, no, like, what happens? What about this person? What about that person? What about his mom that's worried about him? What about all of the... Where are your parents? Where the hell are your parents? Where is all the... Is this Ed and Eddie? I mean, what, you know, life has many stories, boy. What happens now? And then it just ends with... I think he ends up kissing the girl, whatever, and then they hold each other's hands, and then it just ends. Something like that. That's how it ends. And it's kind of like, oh, okay. First off, the black kid, he wasn't really needed. Let's be honest. He just comes in, and then he's just the exposition. He doesn't feel like he's part of the losers club. He wasn't needed. The guy who was afraid of, the Jewish kid whose father's a rabbi, he was good. I mean, they're all good in the film, but him and the black guy were probably the weakest characters out of the whole entire film. That definitely they did not need to be in there. If they ended up taking them out, it wouldn't have been a huge deal. I'm just stating what I feel. Because I'm saying they didn't bring much to the table, in a sense. He only brought the weapons for story-wise and exposition, and that's it. He's just used, and he doesn't feel like they're part. They really don't feel like they're part of the Losers Club, is what I feel. I like Beverly and her dad. A little spicy every now and then. Okay, he got what he deserved. I guess he's dead. I guess I have no. Is he dead? I don't know. Is he dead? They never said if he's dead. I guess he's dead. Oh, I guess because she's moving to her but is he in a hospital? Is the funeral? I mean, like, what the hell? What the hell? There's just, I feel like, not really plot holes, but there's just a bunch of stuff that should be answered that wasn't answered, that they just didn't put into the film, that needed to be in the film. What else are we thinking of? What else? I really thought at the pharmacy when the girl wrote loser, I like the whole thing where he put a V for lover. But honestly, when I don't think she should have been there. And the pharmacist guy, he ended up going to the side off camera. I really wanted this would have been a great scene if Pennywise would come out and he's like, oh, is this your medicine? And then it's just like, I don't know, worms or eyeballs in the pit. Like, just something weird. Like, I want him to come out in the pharmacy jacket and shit and be like, oh, is this your medicine right here? And then the lights start flickering and he's like, no, and he starts running to the door, and Pennywise jumps on the counter, and he does a little jig, and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Like, it should have been more of that than just Pennywise being far away and being like, oh, float down here, like 40 times in a row. That's all he did, in a sense, tormenting, but the little scenes like that where it's like, no, get a little bit more interactive, touch them. Not touch them like that. I'm saying like, physically, throw them, throughout the whole entire film, mess with their heads, make them go psychotic, stuff like that. I lost my train of thought. It's a good film, great moments. Not the scariest film out of the year. Definitely a film worth watching in theaters, though. I think it's a good first date film. It's definitely for sure a film you have your popcorn with. I love the vibe. I love the era. I love the setting. I love the set pieces. I love the kid actors. Really good actors. I like Bill Skarsgård. Really good choice for Pennywise, and he does Pennywise justice. I think there could have been better Pennywise scenes. Definitely for sure. I think some scenes could have been shortened down a little bit more. So, other than that, really spoilers. What else is there to talk about? Plot holes. Again, maybe they're not considered plot holes, but there's just certain things that I think should have been addressed that weren't addressed. I think the last 10 minutes were weak. It was pretty weak, and we all knew they were going to do the blood oath and like, okay, if Pennywise ever comes back, we're going to come back. And like that's obvious that was going to happen in the film, but it's just like, okay, cutting the hand. Okay. Can you not just spit on your hand and just like, okay, guys, there we go. That's more of a kid. Like, damn, aren't you going to get AIDS or something from that? Like a disease? You're touching. I know it's a blood oath, but damn, are y'all going to have to go to the doctor and be crippled for the rest of your life or something? I don't know. Fucking. You touched each other's blood and shit. God damn. I don't, that's gross. I'm fine with the whole spit shit. It's Beverly. But, what the fuck? Like, with the blood. It's just, that was the most, I was like that the whole time, like, oh, God. And the rest of the film, I was like, oh, that was a good, okay. And then oh no! I hated more than anything else. I was like, no, I'm so squeamish and shit. That's when I was scared. Them cutting their hands, and they don't even show like fully like a cut appearing or shit like that. yeah, I think I've kind of gone over every little thing that I really liked about the film and what I didn't like about the film. Make sure you comment down below and tell me what you guys think about it. What do you think about the new 2017 version? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Is it what you wanted? Did you want more? Do you agree with what I said? Do you disagree with what I said? Talk to me here and tell me your thoughts. It is a film I do plan on watching again. I think there are certain scenes that are definitely a little bit more slower, because honestly, every time they walk into a room and something's going to happen, it's something that they showed in the trailer. Oh, he's walking past the house, he's going to go in a chase. Oh, he's walking into a room full of clowns, I know what's going to happen here. It's just a bunch of stuff that was shown in the trailer that really ruins, like, okay, something's going to happen here, something's going to happen there. I definitely think the library scene with the fat kid should have been a little bit more better, and with Pennywise coming out with the newspaper, like, again, just how, like, Tim Curry was when he was like, "Hey, excuse me, sir, do you have Prince Albert in a can? You do? Well, you better let the poor guy out." Aha, aha, aha. Like, stuff like that. Like, I just feel, and that's what makes Pennywise scary. He's a clown. He's supposed to be funny. And he does his funny, ooh, that was great. And then the CGI, and you gotta call back, you know when he jumped into the drains in the 1991 and it was so poorly affected, like the effects, like all claymation and shit. And it's definitely, it adds a sort of weirdness to it that makes it iconic. But still, I think the CGI could have been better. I'm just saying, could have been a little more polished. Than, not with the mouth stuff, but the more with the I think it could have been, I don't know, use practical effects. Go back to practical effects for something. I don't know, I think you can do it somewhat. I don't know, everything's CGI. Go practical effects, you appreciate it more than it's just CGI. That's easy to do. Anyone could do that shit. So, well, not anyone, but you know what I mean? Like, anyone, basically. I don't know. It's a $35 million budget. That's pretty, they're going to make their money back the first 2 days of opening. But I just feel like it should have been like a $60 million budget. I don't know. I felt like more should have been put into the effects, or unless make practical. So other than that, I love Pennywise getup. I love how long his legs are and his arms are long and everything about that. And then again, the Losers Club, the best thing about that, and they're the strongest point. And I can't wait to see who they cast in the sequel, who play the adults of these characters. And I'm gonna miss these kid actors because they were fun. They were really fun. You believed them, you related with them, and you wanted to be part of the group. So it's not so bad to be a loser, after all. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. I have a quick review, and then I'm going to be doing a movie review in the next few days, so make sure to check those out. I'll put a quick review link at the end and in the description down below. Until next time, I really appreciate it. Make sure to like, comment, share, and hit that subscribe button. Until next time, bye-bye.